1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Aisha Nayab. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has directed to link third coal mines with country's railway network by March next year. Defence Minister says next general elections will be held as per schedule and procedure regarding appointment of Army Chief will be completed as per law and the Constitution. Pakistan and Kazakhstan have agreed to focus on developing energy cooperation. Army Chief has reiterated that assistance from global partners is vital for rescue and rehabilitation of the flood victims in Pakistan. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, complete shutdown was observed today to register protest against Indian Home Minister's visit to the disputed territory. Afghan security forces have killed 3 Daesh militants in Kunar province. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has directed the authorities concerned to link the third coal mines with the country's railway network by March next year. During a meeting chaired by the Prime Minister in Islamabad today, it was principally decided that the project of linking third coal mines with railway network would be jointly executed by the federal and Sindh governments. The Prime Minister told the meeting that the development projects need to be completed with the Pakistan speed as the previous government had inflicted irreparable loss to the country during the last 4 years. He said the government is trying to revive the development course which the previous government had deliberately kept halted during 2018 to 2022. He said with the linking of third coal mines with the railway network, local coal would be used in power plants, replacing the imported ones. Shehbaz Sharif said the usage of third coal in power plants would help save $2 billion annually. The meeting was informed that after the linking of third coal mines with rail network, the local coal would be utilized not only the power plants of Jamshoro and Port Qasim, but also other power plants and industries in the country to save the public money. Shehbaz Sharif has said the revived UN appeal for $816 million for flood victims underscores the need for continued global engagement. In a tweet today, he said with the food and health crisis becoming graver, we need to ramp up action. The Prime Minister also thanked UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres for his leadership in articulating needs of people affected by disastrous floods. Defence Minister Khwaja Mohammad Asif says next general elections will be held as per schedule and the procedure with regard to appointment of Army Chief will be completed as per law and the Constitution. Talking to media in Islamabad today, he said it is the discretion of the Prime Minister to pick any name forwarded by the Ministry of Defence for the slot of Army Chief. The Defence Minister said armed forces are the defenders of Pakistan's frontiers and security. He said they are not meant for safeguarding interests of any individual. Khwaja Asif said we voted out Imran Khan from power through no confidence motion as per democratic process. He said Imran Khan through his lies is continuously misleading the nation. He said audio leaks of Imran Khan had exposed his foreign conspiracy mantra. The minister said it has been a long struggle of politicians that our institution should remain neutral. He said it seems strange that Imran Khan uses inappropriate language against state institutions for staying neutral. He said at present the armed forces are fighting a low-intensity war against terrorism and the entire nation should stand behind their security agencies. Prime Minister's Special Assistant Atta Tarar has rejected the impression that amendments in the National Accountability Bureau law were made to benefit PMLN or other leaders of the coalition parties. Talking to media in Islamabad this afternoon, he said we have faced NAB and all the leaders of PMLN, including Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, Maryam Nawaz, Shahid Khaqan Abbasi, Khwaja Saad Rafiq, as well as PPP leader Faryal Tarpur were granted bails on merit. The Special Assistant said amendments in the NAB law were made to improve the system. Pakistan and Kazakhstan have agreed to focus on developing energy cooperation. The understanding to this effect was reached at a meeting between Ambassador of Kazakhstan to Pakistan, Yerzan Kestafin, and Minister of State for Petroleum, Dr. Musaddiq Malik, held in Islamabad today. On the occasion, the Minister of State appreciated the brotherly relations and long-standing people-to-people affinity with Kazakhstan. He further said that Pakistan can benefit greatly from the huge energy reserves of Kazakhstan. Dr. Musaddiq Malik assured complete assistance on energy cooperation to Kazakhstan and stressed that Pakistan is open to new energy corridors. He said in this regard, the Joint Working Group on Energy will be made effective and direct talks between energy ministers of both the countries will be held in near future. This is Radio Pakistan. Pakistan and United States have agreed on improving bilateral cooperation in economic, trade and investment sectors. The understanding was reached during meetings of the Chief of Army Staff, General Qamar Javed Bajwa, with Secretary of Defense General Lloyd James Austin III retired, National Security Advisor Jacob Jeremiah Sullivan, and Deputy Secretary of State Wendy Ruth Sherman during his visit to USA. During the meetings, matters of mutual interest, regional security situation, and bilateral cooperation in various fields were discussed. The Army Chief thanked the U.S. official for their support and reiterated that assistance from our global partners shall be vital for rescue and rehabilitation of flood victims in Pakistan. He offered heartfelt condolence on the deaths and devastation caused by hurricane in Florida. During an informal talk at Pakistan Embassy in Washington, Army Chief said effective diplomacy is only possible through strong economy. He said reviving the country's ailing economy should be the first priority of all segments of society, as without a strong economy it is hard to achieve set targets. The U.S. Ambassador Donald Bloom visited Azad, Jammu and Kashmir to promote the U.S.-Pakistan partnership and highlight the two countries' deep economic, cultural, and people-to-people ties. During his visit, the ambassador met with AJK Prime Minister Tanveer Ilyas and academic, business, cultural, and civil society representatives. In his meetings, he emphasized that the United States is continuing its strong tradition of supporting Pakistan during times of great need, having thus far contributed more than $66 million in cash, food, shelter, and health assistance in response to the devastating flooding. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, complete shutdown was observed today to register protest against the Indian Home Minister Amit Shah's visit to the UN-designated disputed territory. According to Kashmir Media Service, call for the strike was given by the All-Party Hurriyat Conference to make it clear to India as well as the international community that New Delhi is seen as an aggressor and illegal occupier of Jammu and Kashmir. The entire territory had been converted into a military garrison. The authorities suspended mobile internet and train services in the Kashmir Valley. Several people were arrested during raids and crackdowns across Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir during the past few days. Meanwhile, at a time when Indian Home Minister Amit Shah was on a visit to Jammu and Kashmir, the occupation troops martyred 5 more Kashmiri youth during widespread cordon and search operations in the territory. Afghan security forces have killed 3 Daesh militants in Kunar province. The Afghan General Directorate of Intelligence in the statement said the militants were killed in Shigal district in an operation. In the Women's Asia Cup, Pakistan will take on Thailand at Sylhet tomorrow. The match will start at 8 a.m. Pakistan have already won the 2 matches of the tournament. And finally, the weather. Mainly dry weather is likely to prevail over most parts of the country, while hot in central and southern parts during the next 12 hours. However, rain with wind and thunderstorm is expected at isolated places in Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Gilgit-Baltistan, Potuha region and Kashmir. Hailstorm is also likely at a few places. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.